I moved here in 1996. And in 1996, my wife and I decided to attend the Agudas Israel congregation. And within a couple of months, they asked me to help out with some of the prayer services. And I was sort of experienced doing lay leadership. I did that overseas on a military base for 15 years before I came here. And you may recall that there was a time we had a thing called the draft. And when there was a draft, there were a lot of Jewish people in the military. So they had Jewish chaplains on most military bases around the world, except at ours, at the Supreme Headquarters, Allied Powers Europe in Belgium. And so they needed somebody to lead services. I didn't really know what to do, but I said I'd do it. So I led religious services there for close to 15 years. And then I came here, and I figured that was the end of that. And I went to Agudas Israel. Their patriarch, Morris Kaplan, who helped to found the Agudas Israel congregation back in the 1920s or 30s, asked if I would help up on the Bima. And so I joined him on the Bima, and I functioned sort of as the cantor, and he functioned as the rabbi. And then finally, after a year or two, he said it was very hard for him to continue, and would I mind doing that? He said, would I mind learning how to lead the High Holy Day services? I already knew how to do that. I said, sure. And he asked me if I would be willing to help conduct funerals. He said, you know, Norm, we have an ancient population here in Hendersonville, and we need somebody to conduct funerals. And not everybody wants to go to ask the rabbis up in Asheville to do that. Would you be willing? So he and I put together a funeral service that we used several times together, and then finally I led funerals by myself, which was not my most fun thing to do, but it was something that I did anyway. Along the way, they decided to build a new synagogue, which they needed. And there was some fighting on the board about that, and it seemed like a really good time to part ways. I had taken a job in Buncombe County instead of Henderson County, and it was about 2001, I think,